A broken DRZ. How extravagant. Well, it's not too broken. Problem is, I don't know how broken it got. How it got broken. How it broke. I don't know what went wrong with it. What I know is that welcome back to my garage where I hate being because I would much rather be outside riding my motorcycles. Today we have a very broken in an unspecified way DRZ, completely puking all of its oil. My friend had to get it recovered. So it's mostly my problem now, and I don't know what problem it is. I don't know what's wrong with it. Well, I kind of tried to do a leak down test, didn't go too well, but the intake valves are sad. Cylinder is fine. I took a peek inside the intake port, and it seems like, you know, honing marks are good. There's no scoring that I can see, at least. Hi, Editing Jay here. Past Jay forgot to say that my friend also wants this engine completely gone through. Like every nut, bolt, drop of oil in my shoes needs to be checked and accounted for. Tolerances, signs of wear, all those things. So that's why I'm going off about a leak down test. I'm not completely off my rocker. Initial diagnosis? It's a DRZ. Which isn't a critique of this, it's more of a critique towards those people who are like, oh, it's a reliable bike, who cares? This thing is fine. I like this thing. I hate those people who buy DRZs and treat them like an early 2000s Toyota Yaris. The previous owner of this here lump being a really bad case of that, because when my friend went to buy this, when did you change the oil last time? And he's like, oh, I don't know, sometimes last year, 2 years ago? Yeah. Now this teardown will be incredibly out of order because I want to chip away as much as I can. This is the wrong Allen key. My back doesn't really like lifting this engine, so I want to take as much weight off it as I can. Why was this loose? You good, bro? I'm going to reuse this because, yes, maybe I am the scumbag. And yeah, never mind this silicone. It's that this silicone is me, but you will see some silicone that was not me, which not even I would do, and you shouldn't also do, because if you do that kind of silicone, bad things will happen. I will come and find you. And then come again. Cam chain tensioner. I should probably loosen this first. You're a 14. No, you're a 12. I don't like you. This is under spring pressure, tension, whatever. So be careful. Hell yeah. Content. Cams are spinning free, which means they're not under tension, which means I can take them out. I don't know if there's a procedure to taking these out, but this feels about right. Gentle taps. Don't go pry on these like a primate.
That obviously still needs done right here. But in the meantime, suppose it's time to frame this wall. Now, I've never framed a wall before, and I didn't Google anything. How hard could it be?
Why must you fail me so often? Hard drive magnet. I can just plop these out, right? Yeah. These are easy enough. I just had to say something. Now these cams, caps, buckets show no signs of premature wear. They look good. especially the buckets. Like, the buckets look brand new. There is some wear on like the far side of the cams, but you can't really feel it with fingernails, nor on the cam caps. They look worse than they feel, if that makes any sense. They're fine. And the cylinder head looks fine too, which means we can move on to whatever I want to do now, which I'm not really sure about.
4 to 6 days later.
I delivered. So, because my back is always on the verge of pulling a YZ, and this engine, I don't know how I didn't get a hernia lifting it, I think I will proceed not with the top end, but with everything else. Also, I don't have any specialty tools to take this engine apart, so I need the top end to stay on to guide the piston when, not if, I go hard on the agadagas. And once the flywheel is removed and everything in the clutch cover, started motor, everything, this lump will be less of a lump for my poor back, and it will be easier to move around. And because I don't have an extractor for the flywheel, I will start from the clutch side. I lied. Starter motor first. Greatest invention in the history of humanity. What could I do without my impact screwdriver? Does this just come out? At least there's prying spots, which is a luxury in my space.
Coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
I don't think that O-ring has ever seen sunlight. Okay. If you want to skip all this part and you want to go straight on to like the top end teardown, you can check out chapters in the description. And because Pin's jokes are funny, me. Wait a second.
Well. Let me guess. Spring cleaning.
You didn't see anything.
Nice car.
These are 10s. Why are these 10s and these are... What am I, Irish? Like at the barber shop. There you go. Just need to touch you inappropriately, which I feel like I am kind of already doing. One oil filter. An oil filter O-ring. Shit. Now we have here the oil filtration device, also known as the oil filter, and it looks shiny, really shiny. And this is not the good shoe shine they're talking about. It's also concentrated in this area more than like right here. Or like in this section. No, okay. This section is still full of oil. Well, I mean, of course, it's an oil filter. It's full of glitter. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I will stop looking at it and move on. And now I realize that taking the clutch cover off and filming me doing it would just make the video longer for the sake of being longer. So I'm not gonna do that. And it definitely hasn't been 2 months and a couple world leader abductions since I last touched this thing. I definitely remember where everything goes. Who's that? Oh, I loosened it already. I mean, I totally remembered. Again, it's not like it has been 2 friggin' months since I last touched this. I was busy with with him. I was busy with that piece of shit. Go watch those videos, by the way. They're really good. Here we have AliExpress's finest. A flywheel puller. The stinkiest MS2 grease. And just grab a spoonful and just slather it all over that. I don't want to turn the crank too much because the timing chain, I remember that, it's still bunched up on the other side, but I want to do this first, even though I should really do that, but oh well. This is probably big enough. Oh, it's even too big. That's weird. Never had that happen before. It's not a 19. Maybe. Yes. Please don't fight me. I want this to be over. Please, DRZ. Please, DRZ, don't fight me. I've been a good boy! I mean, the crank on my Gutsi is fine. And I cranked so hard on it. So maybe I can go a little bit crazy, go stupid. Please. Come off. Pretty please, come off. You know what? You sit there for a second and I'll come back to this later. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let me try and do this again with the camera off. Maybe it's good luck. Well, I guess this video isn't coming out on Friday. Instead, it will come out on Friday. Well, apparently I gave up too soon, because with a little bit of hammering and cranking a lot on it, flywheel just popped out, and the bugger wasn't buggering no more. Just stick it to the flywheel, so you don't lose it. And starter gear comes out with the bearing, which is one piece. So the one-way clutch gear is not looking so hot. You can feel it with your fingers. It is kind of worn, which could be what caused the all the crap in the oil filter. I mean, this could be part of it. Maybe not all of it. I don't really know if this warrants swapping the whole one-way clutch assembly. I don't know, like DRZ people, if you're watching this, I don't know, maybe if there's someone who has more experience with DRZs, should this assembly be swapped out for a different one? And if so, which one should I get? Because I looked it up online quickly. I can only find like cheap reproduction stuff or used stuff. And I think used stuff that looks better than this, of course, would be preferable. I don't know, let me know, because I really don't know much about DRZs. If you know more than me, which you most likely do, let me know in the comments. Anywho, let's continue. Righty Lucy. Now I need to remove this, take the timing chain out, and I'm running out of battery. Shit! I'm fine. I think this engine is due a timing chain. Look at that. I don't think it should do that. Yeah, I don't think that is acceptable. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know, but at this point, might as well get any timing chain, you know, while I'm in here. you can see there's like this coating on everything inside this engine of like metal shavings. Yeah, look now. Just quickly wiped it down and all of this black stuff came off. It's all like, I don't know if it's combustion residue in the oil, like making the oil dirty, or just like years and years of metal deposits. Can you snap my adapter? Proper socket. Because it didn't fit in that hole, it only fits in these. What am I even doing?
Helicopter, helicopter!
Gentle taps. Yo, carbon central over here. Cylinder looks okay. No lip. I mean, it's an aluminium Nickel cylinder, so if it had a lip, there would be a problem. So we have some carbon deposits, which I mean makes total sense. This bike was running so rich for so long. I don't know if you can see, but the honing marks are good. Like, this cylinder is good, thankfully. I would not expect this on a DRZ, but again, it was running super rich. What is this shit? What is this? Is this silicone on the head gasket? It's fucking silicone on the head gasket. Now what I think I'll do is clean the cylinder from these carbon deposits on top so I can check for ring gap. Also take the piston out to use it to push the rings down to check for ring gap. And then, I mean, I'll do that, and then we'll see what the ring gap is to see if it needs new rings, which I think it does. And things, of course, did not go the way I thought. Not a single bit. Well, I am extremely confused. So I measured the ring end gap, and I think the maximum service limit is 0.5 millimeters. I was expecting these to be, you know, at that or higher. Again, because it was chugging oil like a mother, and it felt like generally tired as an engine. Turns out these are perfectly in spec. Not only that, the piston looks almost brand new. I mean, there is some varnish on it, I think from like using cheap oil in the past or extending the oil changes too much. But you see this dot signals the like exhaust side, and usually when a piston has done a lot of kilometers, a lot of hours, you can see it on the exhaust side. It will be all scored up here, but this one isn't really scored up. Even doing like this test, dropping the piston in the cylinder, like look how slow it goes down, and there is no oil helping to seal piston and cylinder together. So there really isn't anything wrong with this, at least the top end. So I don't think the top end needs to be done. I mean, gaskets, of course. And I mean, I guess the top end was done probably at some point because there was silicone on the head gasket. So maybe this piston is new. Also, it says ART8 on the bottom. I don't know if this is a stock Suzuki part. I don't think it is because it doesn't say Suzuki anywhere on it. The cylinder, on the other hand, isn't looking too hot. It looks like there is maybe some metal transfer on here. I don't know if you can see anything because like the focus on my camera is horrible. But you can see there on the side, that is untouched cylinder surface. And you can still see the honing marks really well. You can't really see them on the rest of the cylinder. I mean, you kind of can. There is some honing marks left. which, you know, I guess that's good. And this cylinder isn't trash. I mean, this coating, at least, is not trash. So maybe this can be reused as well. I mean, the top end needed to be checked because we didn't know what was done to it, if anything was ever done to it. So I don't see having checked the top end as a bad thing, because also the cylinder head really needs a good clean. It's really crusty in the exhaust port. This will get its own video after this one, and maybe some other goodsy stuff, because I need to finish that one too. And I think I will cut this video here because it's probably long enough, and I like really only need to split the cases and figure out that a seal went wrong, replace every seal, and clean the cases, I guess. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. More on the old DRZ will come. If you know anything about DRZs that I could use for my reassembly of it, and like general maintenance of it, I guess, feel free to chime in the comments, and your help will be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more about that or anything else that you may find interesting on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, a comment, share it with anybody that may find it interesting. And yeah, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.